right. It is Hello Again Wednesday. Hello Again Wednesday number 62. Welcome to this week's edition, and it is Hey McFly or Hello McFly. I think it's Hey McFly or Zip It McFly. And so that is where I'm going today on this episode. As always, I want to thank you for joining in. Thank you for watching live right now as you are. And if you could, make sure you hit the like button and share the video as soon as we're done with this, or share it however you do those. Hey, watch it while he's doing it now. However you can, go ahead and share the video as we talk about McFly. And go ahead and check me out on the YouTube channel, which remember last week, I think I said I changed it to, it's Brent Miller, What's on His Mind? And that's the title of that YouTube channel. Go ahead and subscribe, hit that notification, and then you'll always know when I'm adding videos or when I'm live here on Facebook right now. So today, question to start off with: what are some very embarrassing life moments? Now we're going to see what I'm going to talk about but what are some very embarrassing life moments? The reason I said Hey McFly or Zip It McFly just kind of brought me back to Biff in Back to the Future, the movie back in 1985, I believe it was. It had that 3 sequel series of Back to the Future episodes and Biff and Michael J. Fox playing the son McFly. Oh man, I can't even think of his name right now. But excuse me, his dad McFly, and Biff. In that one picture that you saw early on, it was where Biff comes into the diner and where the two, the son and dad, are meeting for the first time. And he's knocking on Biff's head, and he's think McFly. That's what I meant. Knocking on McFly's head. Think McFly, because he wanted his homework done. And at the very end of that segment, Biff says that very famous line, "Hey McFly, why don't you just make like a tree and get out of here?" What an embarrassment of messing up the line that Biff did. So here we are, life's embarrassing moments. We all have them, I believe. You can correct me if I'm wrong. I believe we all have embarrassing moments. Most of them are probably funny. Some are not, but the funny ones are the ones that I love. And at least they're funny to the other person that's watching the embarrassed moment. Maybe not so much funny to you, but later on in life, maybe you can laugh at it. Okay? And so think of some things. Ready? And correct me, like I said, if I'm wrong. But at some point in life, I think we have probably all tripped over that tiny little crack or a tiny little pebble on the sidewalk. And we look back, like looking down at expecting to see this huge crevice in the sidewalk, or the huge out here we have where the trees are really close to the sidewalk, always making the sidewalk rise up inches. We're looking for that big huge bump that we just tripped over. We see this absolutely practically nothing, and then we look around to see if anyone has seen us trip over that little crack. Very embarrassing. With today's era of the internet, it is easy to go to either Google or whatever search engine you use, or go to YouTube and type in the words most embarrassing moments, and right away the first 3 things that'll probably pop up, in fact I know, is the 50 most embarrassing moments, or the 25 most embarrassing moments, or the 15 most embarrassing moments. Some of them are just absolutely stupid, unlaughable, and then some are actually pretty funny, pretty easy to laugh at. One of the videos that I have seen quite often, in fact I just saw one this morning, I think it was, and it is where and you see it coming. It's like that slapstick humor. You see it's going to happen, and that is where um, someone's on the inside recording someone coming up to the house. They're about to come in the patio, and usually on a patio there's glass French doors, and you just know what's going to happen, and boom, they face plant right into the glass door because it is shut. And yes, I do believe we start laughing because it's funny, because it happened to somebody else. Okay? Kids in school still to this day laugh at the fact of a certain smelling aroma that is released into the classroom. Possibly that certain smelly aroma is accompanied by a funny sound with that releasing. And then somebody immediately is embarrassed by what just happened. They laugh, they make fun, they poke at it. It is kind of funny, yet at the same time, if it was you, it would be most embarrassing. It just kind of seems funny to talk about other people's embarrassing, funny moments. And maybe, you know what? Well, I think we should all talk about our own. You know what? Don't just laugh at someone else. We need to talk about our own with a specific reason. So, have you ever, ready? So, I'm just going to talk a little bit. Have you ever accidentally walked around with your fly open? Walked around with your fly open. For me, it has happened, and it usually is at the most embarrassing times. It really is. Okay. For me, I speak in front of people every Sunday. I pastor. This is my office, but I pastor right outside my office every Sunday for the most part. And so there's an opportunity to be seen in an embarrassing little setting like that. But for me, because it's happened before, I have come up with kind of a ritual, okay, to save me from that embarrassing moment. So this is how it goes. So every Sunday comes about and I pray. I pray for many, many, many things, okay? I pray especially, no, I don't pray that my fly is up, but I pray. I make sure that I don't have my wallet or my keys or anything else distracting in my pockets. And then I pray. And then I have someone, usually it's Lauren, who always reminds me, have you printed off your notes? Because there's been times where, embarrassingly, I've had to go in another room and go, oh, I have it all here. But I also like to stay the course and have notes in front of me. Then, I pray. And so then I do this thing, and it's called, or at least I call it, the brush by. And what that is just a brush by, making sure all is well in the midsection area. And so once I realize that all is well in that area, meaning that with that brush by, things are zipped. You could also call it the magician's sleight of hand. And so what you do is you take the magician's sleight of hand, like every magician does. They look for that opportunity where you're not really concentrating in a certain way to where they can do the sleight of hand. And so that's what I do. It's the sleight of hand, the brush by, or you can do it in certain ways because there's a pulpit, something large that I can stand behind. I just talked to another minister and we were laughing about it a little bit, and he was like, well, how do you do that when you have just a music stand? Just funny things. We laugh about it. Okay. And so here we are. You could do it with the pulpit. I also have this ritual where I could kind of walk off to the side, or I could turn around and pretend like I'm looking at the drum set for some reason, and you continue with that thought process of making sure you do the brush by. Now that I've revealed my secrets, I'm going to ask this one thing, that whenever you see me talking and doing stuff like that or moving my hands, pay attention more of what I'm saying not what my hands or the brush by or the sleight of hand magician thing. Don't pay attention to that. Pay attention to what I'm saying. That would be greatly appreciated, seeing as how I have revealed my secret. Embarrassing moments, they happen all the time. So sometimes what we need to do is we need to learn from them. Sometimes we don't, but we do love, I believe, when we go a long distance between embarrassing moments. That makes for a great life, doesn't it? I haven't tripped on the sidewalk in a very, very long time. I haven't run into a French door in a very, very long time. And all is well with the brush by. Yet, I have to say this. Last week, you know how you see those signs in the workplace that says so many days have passed since an incident? Well, last week, there was an incident. Connie and Lauren, they wanted to go and grab a sandwich at this one sandwich shop for lunch. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll go with you. We go to the sandwich shop. We go in. We're placing our orders and stuff. And I realize that things are not right. And something is down that should be up. And so I'm like, oh, man, I don't want to do the brush by. I don't want to zip it right in front of the counter. So I turn around. Remember I told you got to look for every opportunity. So I kind of nonchalantly turn around and I'm, very quick. And it's all done. All is well again. I think things are just great. No one at the counters recognize it. Connie and Lauren, they'll listen to this. They don't even know that it happened. And then I look out the big picture window in front of the restaurant, and there's these two people about to walk in the door, and there's that eye contact, and yes, it is an embarrassing moment that I did not successfully succeed in passing that one off. So what happens? You have to laugh at yourself. I laugh at myself, and all is well, and I move on. So, what's your embarrassing story? Come on, gotta share it. Share it so we can all laugh with it. Not to laugh at you, but to laugh together. Let's make it a joyful occasion, I guess, to where, what? Hey, things happen. And so we laugh about it. All right? We'll do that together. It is soon to be here in about 15 minutes will be Wednesday afternoon. It might be Wednesday afternoon where you're watching right now. Our Bible study starts at 2 p.m. this out here on the West Coast, and it will be live in person downstairs in our Bible study area. And you can also, if you would like to join in, connect with us via Zoom. We do have a repetitious Zoom link that we use for that Bible study, and you can join right along with us. Hey, you know what? And I said it last week, you know what? First United Church of God, they're doing a great Bible study on Sunday mornings. It is at 8:30 Midwest. No, it's 8:30 my time, which makes it 10:30 their time out in the Midwest with their Bible studies, and they do it via Zoom or in person also. And I know you're more than welcome to join them. Go ahead and look them up at First United Church of God there on Searles Avenue, or join us today out here at Culver City Church of God. And if you can't join us on any of those avenues, check out a church near you. Sit in on a Bible study that they have. Who knows? Maybe you might even hear an embarrassing story that is relayed for the opportunity of learning. And if of all things, maybe you'll also get a nice little blessing, because God is always a blessing as He walks through us, even through some of our most embarrassing moments that we have. So, hey, again, if you can click and like it, maybe you can share this video along with your story that is embarrassing, and we'll just have a good day. You have a good day, and we will see you next week on Hello Again Wednesday.